This is Sam from Uniondale, and you're tuning into another edition of the Sam I Analyze Show. This is another edition of the NBA Weekly Mashup as we review what happened this past week. Folks, a few things happened in this past week. An all-star got moved, change in lineups. But we're going to start off with who is the best player in the NBA. Joel Embiid and Nikola Jokic Nikola Jokic, the last few years have been 1 and 2 when it came down to the MVP voting, and they matched up against one another in Philly. They will match up again January 27th out west. But Joel Embiid caught some shade. I guess if you're a Philly fan, I don't know how you would feel about what Joel Embiid said, even though he handled his business. But Joel Embiid, he called Nikola. He gave Nikola Jokic high praise, I would say, but it wasn't to the liking of Philly fans and some around the league. Let's see what Joel Embiid had to say.
He's the best player in the league. Like I told you earlier, he won a championship. That's the best team in the league, and he's the Finals MVP. So I'll just tell him keep going, see you in 2 weeks, and keep doing your thing, and that's why you're the best in the league.
That's why you're the best in the league. That was the post-game interview. When I heard that, I'm like, because I record all the games, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be the quote of the week. It has to be NBA wise and everything. And I'm asking you, what do you think about that? Was Joel Embiid wrong for saying that? Now I thought about it. I'm like, all right, that's his boy and everything like that. But sometimes, you gotta be quiet in a sense of he didn't have to divulge what he said to him. But then I'm like, this could be a chess move. This could be Joel Embiid saying, if we ever match up in the finals or what have you, and he beats me, hey, no skin off my back. He's the best player in the league. I said it. Now, if you ask me, Sam, who would you choose if you're picking a team or you're starting a team? Remember that back in the day, played on a basketball court. Whenever it was, you jumped behind the line, man B, to shoot the free throws to decide teams. Before I tell you who I would choose, Joel Embiid is having a historical season, okay? He's having a historical season, 35.1 points, leads the NBA a game, 11.6 rebounds a game, and this is new, 6.1 assists a game. Now, so he's averaging 10 more points than Joker. He's averaging, Nikola Jokic is averaging 25.5 points a game, 58% from the field, 35% from three, 11.9 rebounds a game, and 9.1 assists. Look, if you look at it, Joel's points are better. However, I think if I'm starting a team, I think Nikola Jokic gets the nod to me because first he's won. He does more when it counts in the playoffs, and he's more available. Now, Joel Embiid said, he can't, getting sick, having a knee problem. Unfortunately, there's nothing he can do about it. It just happens. I get all of it. But to me, Joel Embiid, he's right on. I would go Jokic first. Embiid is trying. You couldn't go wrong with starting a team with Embiid or Jokic, but I gotta go with Jokic first. I just think he won his first NBA title, and he's always going to have his teams ready to win. And you see what he does when it matters. So Embiid was not wrong. Philadelphia fans, I don't think they want to hear that. If you're a Philadelphia 76ers player, do you want to hear that? Or the face of the franchise doesn't think he's the best? I mean, so sometimes it's all right. I guess he might be humble. The troll himself, by the way, Joel Troll Embiid, who likes to troll, maybe he was trolling. I don't know. I don't think he was trolling. I think he does. I think there is healthy respect, no question, when it comes to Jokic and Embiid. I definitely do think that there is, healthy respect. Those guys look like they get along. The international squadron, of players. But I had no problem with it. Sometimes people are just like, you want to keep that to yourself if you think he's better than you. Could be some gamesmanship, or maybe Embiid feels like I can give him a compliment, but you see how I get down when we match up. Joel Embiid does his thing, so no harm, no foul there. But I know some people, you don't want to give the opponent the edge, or it could, like I said, it could be part of the a chess move by Joel Embiid, but. Both of those guys, when people say, "Oh, the big man is dead. There's no more centers in the game." Yeah, they Golden State, I think, is one of the teams that tried to implement that. That then and I know they've won a few chips, but come on, the big man. A lot of people try to play without the big man, and we see how that happens. Small ball, you need some size in the league, and that's just how it happens. Now, speaking about Golden State, condolences to the Warriors organization for the sudden loss this week of their assistant coach Vladan Milokovic, and 46 years young, died unexpectedly. The Warriors are grieving right now, and so is his family, and so is the Serbian national team. So condolences to his family and all involved. Now, folks, there was a trade this past week. An NBA star changed zip codes, changed countries, and that's one Pascal Siakam. He changed countries as, Canada is no longer for him. He's now with the Pacers as Masai Ujiri and the Pacers. He came to the table, and this week he was moved. Pascal Siakam was moved to the Pacers for Bruce Brown, Jordan Nwora, Kyra Lewis. I was a fan of Kyra Lewis, but he blew his ACL out. I don't know how he's doing now, but I thought he was going to be a special talent. And 3 first-round picks. What does this mean? With Siakam going to the Pacers, a guy like Halliburton has his running mate. And he's the multiple all-star, but you have 2 all-stars now in the Pacers, right? Does that elevate them to top 5? We're going to see. We are going to see. I don't know. I think Pascal Siakam, he gets the title of an all-star, but I don't know if he moves the needle like that. But we're going to see. We'll see how it all matches up. How's Obi Toppin taking that, by the way? He was already demoted, all that, he was demoted, and now he's on the bench. I wonder how he's feeling. But with Siakam moving, folks, how is the trade deadline going to look? That's my thoughts. When I saw that trade, I'm like, all right, You had Anunoby, who's not an all-star like Siakam, but what do you think leading up to the February 8th trade deadline? Are we going to see any other moves happen? Because there's another guy in DeJounte Murray of Atlanta. Everybody's like, well, he's the next guy. He's a former all-star. He's the next guy. You know, this week, by the way, 2 game winners by Halliburton, by DeJounte Murray. So, you know, and you're hearing that the Knicks had interest, the Lakers had interest. I even saw somewhere that the Timberwolves were possibly considering. But of all the teams that you're hearing the rumors about, the Knicks are the team that can really get it done. You're hearing that, you know, they want 2 first-round picks. The Knicks are like, nope. So it's going to be very interesting. You know, does DeJounte get moved? And if he gets moved to a team like the Knicks, does that move the needle? Him to the Lakers, how would that work, right? I guess Austin Reeves would have to. If I'm Landry Fields, it starts with Austin Reeves, and then they can give 2 picks or whatever it is. So the Knicks see what can be given, and they're not budging. So it's going to be very interesting. Pascal got moved. Does DeJounte Murray get moved as well? Or are you going to see small moves like a Bruce Brown? Does he get moved again? He's rumored to be a link to the Knicks. Another player linked to the Knicks, right? But we're going to see what happens with that. Now, the Lakers made a lineup change. They went back really to their original lineup at the beginning of the year, which was LeBron James, Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, and Taurean Prince. They beat the Mavs this week. They beat Oklahoma City. So they've beaten some people. They've beaten some people with that new lineup. But does that mean they figured it out? I don't know. They're 4-6 in their last 10. I need a bigger sample size. I'm not impressed. They're 10th right now in the West. I think the Lakers will be in the play-in or the playoffs as long as you have a healthy AD, LeBron. This team will always be, I think, competitive, but I don't think they can win a championship. And when you make trades like this for superstar players, like they gave away all the assets they did for AD, this is what happens. I mean, can the Lakers go get a DeJounte Murray to improve? Will it even improve them by that much? I don't know. But the Lakers right now, they went back to the drawing board, and I guess it seems to be working. They just lost to the Nets this past Friday. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to see the trade deadline is going to be very interesting. Are we going to see big names move or just smaller name players? Sometimes all you need is the smaller no-name players to solidify your bench and get your team to contention. So we are going to see what happens. Now, as we close with our By the Way segment, congratulations are in order for college coach and now the winningest coach in college basketball history in Tara Vanderveer, who now holds the winningest record in college basketball as she passed Coach K with 1,203 career victories. Congratulations, Coach. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Folks, please like, subscribe, help your boy get my subscription numbers up. And I'm on social media, Facebook at Sam I Analyze, on the gram at Sam I Analyze, on the platform formerly known as Le Twitter at Sam I Analyze. Folks, again, subscribe, like, and you see that notification bell to the right, please click on that. That will let you know the next time I drop another video. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, à tout à l'heure.